Welcome to the boardroom game. In this video, let's start taking decisions. We will first take decisions related to production. Number of plants, let's retain it as 20. Maintenance investment, let us increase the maintenance investment by 33%, making it to 400,000. Note that the minimum investment per plant is 10,000. Also, you need to note that since the benefits are not unlimited, investment on maintenance beyond a limit doesn't make any impact. Investment in maintenance improves the production efficiency and thereby the production capacity. Having made the maintenance investment leading to increase in production efficiency and capacity, now it's time for us to plan the production on the product categories assigned to your organization. After due analysis of various research reports, we decide to improve the production of T1LO by 10%. Thereby, we round it to 1.22 million units. And increase the production of T1GE by 7%, rounding it to 113,000 units. Make sure you save your decisions before you move on to the next decision tab. Let's move on to the next decision screen, Research and Development Decisions. Let's look at modifying one of the existing products. As we have already seen, we can make three types of modifications: cost reduction, modification, or both. We decide to do a cost reduction on T1LO, which calls for an investment of 5 million. We will move on to the next decision tab, Sales Decisions. As our primary product focus category is for low earning segment, we decide to increase the sales force from 8 to 10 and also increase the margin to mass merchandise by an additional 2%. Having increased the production of T1GE product, we will increase the sales force on the super specialty stores from 8 to 9 and margin to super specialty stores by an additional 1%. Save the decisions. Move on to the next decision tab, Marketing Decisions. On choosing the product category T1LO, we decide to reduce the price from 207 to 205. Increase the advertising budgets by about 3%. $20.6 million. We decide to retain the TV and newspaper share as it is and also not to make any further changes to other parameters. Save the decision. Moving on to T1GE product, we decide to reduce the price by 1%, thereby rounding it to 535. Retain the advertising budget spent but reduce the newspaper share to 50% from 80% and increase the internet share to 30% from 0% and retain rest of the parameters as it is. Save the decision. We'll move on to enterprise decisions. In order to increase the brand loyalty of the organization, it is better to make choice of investment towards CSR activity. And here in this example, we choose activity number 2, which is to sponsor secondary education for 50 students at a cost of 350,000. In order to monitor the changes in the market, we decide to subscribe for all 10 research reports, which translates to the cost of 5 million. Save the decision. Before we further proceed to finance decision, it is always better to look for the pro forma profit and loss and cash flow statements, which gives more clarity on the profits and cash flow position of the company. Now let's move on to financing decisions. In order to serve the future changes in the market, as a company, we decide to go for a new loan of 20 million. And also go for a new issue of 1 million shares. Since this being the round 1, we decide not to declare any dividends and not make any changes to the receivable or payable policy. Having made all these changes, we recommend you to once again review the impact through the pro forma profit and loss and cash flow statements before we move on to the next round. Now save these decisions. As you move to the subsequent rounds, there are few more parameters that gets enabled for you to take decision, and wind of changes could happen based on your decisions and competitive market factors. Keep enjoying and have fun managing an organization through this virtual game. We wish you all the best.